Okay, this is the standard equation for vertical motion of an object in feet, where the -16 has to do with the acceleration due to gravity. The 9.4 has to do with the initial velocity, and the fact that it's positive means that this ball was tossed upward a little bit. And this 90 is the initial height of the object. You can see right here when t is 0, the height of the object is 90. And the fact that it went up a little bit to get to 91 feet as its highest means that the initial velocity was upward. There was an initial velocity. The object was not just dropped. If the object was just dropped, this middle term would be a 0. And we want to know how long does it take this object to hit the ground, and that will happen when the height is 0. So we want to solve the equation -16t squared (9.4t) plus 90. When does that equal 0? And for that, you probably have to use the quadratic formula. If you don't like your leading coefficient to be negative, you could also multiply every term by -1. Solve that equation, you'll get the same result. And I'll use the first one, make mention of the fact that in the quadratic formula, a is -16, b is 9.4, c is 90. So, of course, one of the other x values is way out here, where this parabola looks like this. So when you use the quadratic formula, plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, you're going to get one of these, which we're going to ignore because we're assuming that t started at 0, and we want to find this value. And it looks like it's 2.684, rounded to 3 decimal places. Here's the work. There's the original function. I used x instead of t. Here's a table of values for that function, and you can see that as time increases, the height also decreases. And it looks like once we get to 3 seconds, the value of the height is negative. So we're expecting t to be somewhere between t and 3. And here I've let a equal to 16, b 9.4, c 90. Here are the two possible values using the quadratic formula. It looks like this x of 1 way out here to the left is -2.09. But here's x of 2 with quite a few decimal places. So after 2.684 seconds, the flower pot will hit the ground. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions about that, post a comment.